But the audience went insane. It was the first real Hong Kong new wave movie.
When Jackie went back to Hollywood in 1985, he was miscast once more as an overly tough cop.
Again, they don't want him to be Jackie. They want him to be Clint Eastwood. Again, as he says, it's not me. He goes back to Hong Kong and makes Police Story.
By contrast, in his own cop movie, Police Story, Jackie created a complex, more vulnerable character and some stunning action sequences. At the New York Film Festival in 1987, Police Story got a standing ovation.
At that point, he was the king of not just Kung Fu, but of all of Hong Kong cinema. So he revolutionized Hong Kong cinema twice, and it's because of the frustration. One of the reasons was the frustration of trying to get people in America to let him be him.
Two 60-kilogram sandbags test the ride Jackie and Chris Tucker will take when they jump from a 12-story window in Rush Hour 2.
Yeah. Second part, you know, it breaks. Yeah. I'm going to swing this way. Yeah. And then the way you want it over the pole, yeah?
Good job, guys.
Okay.
Protect me, make sure I'm safe. Don't care about Chris Tucker.
He's going to jump off the building, and I'm supposed to be jumping with him, but I don't know about that. We'll see about it.
Cutter, we have to jump!
Even though the American actor wants to do his own stunt, he's not allowed to do it, you know. But like in Asia, when we do our movie, you know, we can do whatever we wanted to do.
In Hong Kong, there still are no protections, still very little by way of guidelines and safety regulations, and people expect you for, you know, pennies to risk your neck.
As a stuntman, it's 200 Hong Kong dollars. As a double, 400 Hong Kong dollars. And for movie, it's $300 and $600, you know. And that is when I first started. Now I think it's $1,300 for a stuntman, and stunt double is $2,600.
Which is about £120 a day for risking life and limb.
We are not like American production. We can use like a blue background. No, we have to do it.
He's typified as the guy without fear, but he's not. He's something a lot more brave. He's a man who has fear like every sane and rational human being should, but overcomes it.
Every stunt I scare. You know, whatever I do, I'm scared. But I just have to do it. Ah! You okay?
Yeah, go after them!
For Super Cop in 1992, Jackie and director Stanley Tong designed a stunt that required Jackie to leap from the roof of a building and grab a helicopter ladder in midair.
You're planning doing a stunt, and that time you're very exciting. You're just so happy when you figure out all the choreograph, all the fighting scene. You're never scared. But the time coming, I'm really, really scared. I tell you, I'm just like, what happened? I'm dropped. I just don't know. If I jump to the ladder swing. If I let go, I jump the middle of the road. There's no way you can protect you. Nothing. At that time, I don't want to jump. And that day, I said, no, probably I'm not going to do it. But then everybody, look at the cross building. I think about 90, at least 90 press with the long lens, with all the zoom, waiting for like 8 hours already. Then I said, if I'm not going to jump, what happened? I don't know. Then I said, okay, let's do it. Very quick, half hour passed. Helicopter come, walkie-talkie come. It seems like going to a death penalty. Then the circle come, then look at me like this. Then I said, yes. Boom, 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 boom. They go to the right spot. I just see the ladder. Ah, boom! I just jump. I grab it. I just see the whole street, people yelling. Ah, they have to finding a way, and then I upstairs. Ah, so I become a hero. Ah, so I just so happy. Yeah, doing a stunt is a very, very happy. Why? Because how many people have those kind of change? None.
It takes so much mental preparation that, you know, if anything, that's what I came away in awe of. It's not what he does physically. It's just knowing full well that if one thing goes wrong in this stunt, you will be a fine layer of paste on the sidewalk, and still doing it. That's what impresses me.
He is so innovative. He's done the wonderful crossover to American movies, and he's brought his humour and his absolutely unique eye for spotting an action sequence. He's absolutely superb, and he is unique.
Action!
On Hollywood productions, Jackie still does all his own stunts, but vast amounts of money and time are spent to make them as safe as possible.
Jackie, in the first movie, was frustrated with the time it took to do the stunts, the setup. So finally, we got an opportunity to go to Hong Kong to shoot a scene, and we didn't have to bring the stunt coordinator or the insurance people or the bond people, everybody. And he said, "Okay, I'll show you the Hong Kong way." For opening in Rush Hour, there were these metal containers that were pushed together that he had to run and jump up. Normally in the United States, you would do it with rubber, paint it to make it look like a 5-ton container, and put a sound effect. Of course, we're in Hong Kong, we're on the docks, and he gets a 5-ton truck to push this 5-ton container together. And I said, "Well, Jackie, what happens if you fall?" And you can't stop the momentum that, oh. So he said, "Oh, I put 2 apple boxes in between." I said, "That's not going to stop it." "Yes, but just for 1 second. And then I said, "Okay, are you sure?" He goes, "Yeah, yeah." We do the first take. He runs up the side of the wall, falls backwards and slips, and his head is in between the 2 containers. The apple boxes are there. They come together and they explode. They literally disappear. Just boom. And at the very last second, he raises his head out of the frame. Near-death experience. He was like, I mean, his face was completely white. He's like, "Oh, the American way is better." Meaning safety. Jackie doesn't want to die.
To date, Jackie's closest brush with death was in 1986, when he was 32 years old. He was shooting Armor of God, an Indiana Jones-like adventure in Yugoslavia.
The shot was from the castle, jump to the tree land to another castle, the wall, about that wide, I have to land on the wall. In here, about 120 feet high. From the tree to the ground, about 20-some, almost 30 feet high, that's all.
On the first take, Jackie made the stunt, but his landing on the wall was not perfect.
I want to land on my feet. As soon as I land, the tree, let go, bow. So the whole thing will be boom, boom, ba, run. I don't want boom, boom. I said one more time. Then second time, I land, the tree break. Boom, directly fall down.
He fell straight down. He hit his head on rocks. He crushed his skull. He still has a little quarter-sized portion of his skull that's open with a piece of plastic over it that vibrates when he hums.
Everybody, "Are you okay?" And then, I'm okay. By the time they run to me, I get up. I just felt too many hands grab me down. Put my hair like this, put my face. I said, "What happened?" Then suddenly I feel my ear, all the blood come from this ear. Then everybody, "Yeah, you okay? Wake up, don't sleep. Remember, said no ambulance because we're on the mountain."
When he finally made it to hospital, it was only complex emergency surgery that saved Jackie's life.
He has many other accidents before, but not as bad as that one. I think that incident changed his outlook on life quite a bit too.
Then I said, what happened if I die? If I die today, right now, I really regret because I have so many things I haven't done yet. Then I promise, if